Hello everybody. In this example I will show you how to define the soil stratigraphy in Flac so you can define different layers in the model. In this example I will just show you a simple soil profile and then we will divide it in three different layers. So we will go to build and then virtual and builder. I'm gonna choose create, add edges, and I'm gonna switch to box, and then I'm gonna create box with with the minimum x value equal to 0 and y 0, and the maximum value of x is gonna be, in this case, let's say 10, and y max 10. And then I'm gonna go to line to create different soil layers, and then delete, and then build. We have three quad blocks. This is just one way to build our models. So if we go to image, if we go to edit and boundary and mark boundaries, now we need to define which boundary. So we can create the mesh first actually. So you can define the mesh here. Let's say this 30. Barely. And if we go to boundary, and then we're gonna mark this as a boundary. So now we have three different boundaries. And then click on execute. If we go to zones and activate the region, we can see that we have three different regions. And the next step is to assign our materials. Since we defined the geometry of our soil profile, now we can go to geometry, to material, and assign our materials. We're gonna create three different materials for each layer. I'm gonna choose elastic model for now. This is the first material. The second one, you can name it here if you like. This is just demonstration. For demonstration purpose, I'm just gonna leave the name as default. Second material has density 1750 kilogram cubic meter, and this E7. This is the same. The third material is elastic. So now we can assign it. So if you just keep it as a default, you're gonna assign by a layer. But I'm gonna switch it to region and choose material number 1 to define the whole region at one click. Second material and third material. Then click execute. Now we have three different materials. The next step is to define our boundary condition. So I'm gonna keep it very simple. I'm gonna make this, fix it in x-axis both sides, and fix x or y at the bottom. Execute, and you can see on the left side here we are building our model. Now we generate our model. So now we defined our boundary condition. The next step is to define the gravity, which is going to be vertical 9.81. And now we can run our model. Let's activate the solve initial equilibrium as elastic model, and then go to plot and see the quick let's see unbalanced force. So it should be go to 0. It went to 0. That's good. And now let's create a new plot and see the total stress. If you want stresses, so we should go to zones, total stress, SYY, and let's put on the top of that the grid. So now we are showing the total stress with the grid. So this is the first method, how to define the soil layers. I'm gonna explain another method in next video, how to define different soil layers in soil profile. Thanks for watching.